Are going to be chatting with Videocon Industries, the management of the company, Mr. Venugopal Dutt, Chairman and Managing Director of Videocon, now joins us on the show to talk to us about the company's natural gas business. And Mr. Dutt, to begin with, we understand that you aim to bring gas from your Mozambique gas block to India. If you could take us through details as to how you plan to go about this.
You see, Mozambique, we have discovered a large oil. It is the largest discovery in the world of a decade. And India needs gas. So, gas could be bring in to India just by converting into LNG. And then several LNG terminals are here who will be able to distribute it. It's so simple. I want to do this because India needs gas, and when we are getting so much of gas, it's our duty that Mozambique gas should come to India. That's the reason that we have been bringing it to India.
Mr. Dutt, just to get more clarity on the same, now if you plan to bring your share of gas, you would probably need certain infrastructure like an LNG terminal and long-term contracts also in place. So how far have you reached in getting those in place so far?
You see, gas is in shortage in India, so it's not necessary that we should always be in advance get the contract signed, because as the gas comes, people are ready to buy it, and there are several LNG terminals coming over here. So they will be requiring the gas, and Mozambique gas is one of its kind. So people will be definitely taking it at that time, or whatever the price, etc., the price benefit, etc., we will take at that time. Today, if we sign the contract and if we give later, and we should not lose on the prices. That's why on the spot when we bring it at that time, we will enter into the contract and sell it.
Right. Also, Mr. Dutt, if you could tell us how much the gas business will contribute to your overall revenues in the next 3 to 4 years.
You see, gas revenue, I give you an idea that Videocon, as you know, has been a consumer durable company in also having a stake in DTH, and DTH we are doing very well. We are at number 1 always. So this consumer durable business, apart from that oil, when we have entered, Rawa oil field is giving us around 500 crore rupees a year since last 10 years, and it will continue so on. So gas revenue, etc., is getting calculated. Anadarko is calculating it, and I think by middle of the month this will be available, and at that time I will share you. But it will be huge, and tremendous revenue will be coming to us from Mozambique in years to come.
And what stage of development are, your oil and gas fields in right now, and when will the gas flow begin for commercial use?
You see, gas flow, I have told you in a few years the gas flow will definitely come into commercial use, and it will be used in India. But apart from that, Videocon is having all over the world the gas field and the oil field. Mozambique is one success. Another huge success is in Brazil, where Brazil we have discovered a huge oil, which is also a very big as compared to India level, and that oil is also there. Then Indonesia we have struck a oil, Australia we have struck a gas. So everywhere we are going, we are getting oil. Videocon has been becoming now a oil producing company than a consumer durable company. Our 80% of the business after few years will be shifted into oil only. And we would like to do this business, we would like to explore across the globe, and ultimately the aim is to bring all the petroleum to India.
Right. Also, Mr. Dutt, have you been able to put any sort of number in terms of what the rough reserve estimates of your Mozambique block are?
Yeah, the numbers has already been there. Minimum 15 trillion cubic feet is there, and it can go up to 30 trillion cubic feet, and maybe more than that is expected. So it's a huge gas finding, and for us it's very nice. For the country also it is a very nice news.
Right. Also, Mr. Dutt, right now Videocon Industries has a presence in consumer appliances. You mentioned that you have a presence in DTH, and there's also the natural gas revenues coming in from natural gas. Would you be looking at spinning the natural gas, that part of the business off into a separate company anytime in the near future?
Yeah, our board of directors has decided that there should be a thinking over, there should be some discussions on whether this oil and gas business could be separated so that shareholder can get maximum value. And a committee has been formed, and that committee will decide when, how this company to be split up, or if it is to be split up, when it will be split up, and how the shareholding pattern, etc. For that the committee will decide. And as the committee comes to us with the details, then whole management will decide on the same.
Sure, but has any sort of time frame been put in place, and what's the progress that you've made on that front so far?
You see, oil and gas, they are very long term. But once you have found it, suppose I find some oil that come into my balance sheet on the same day, but the money, that is profit, comes slowly every year for say 15 to 20 years. So it's not an urgent issue. It could be done slowly. It could be done by thinking over, pondering over, and then we can have the expert advice also, because it's a great asset we have found, and it should be utilized properly for the benefit of our shareholder. That's the wish of our board of directors.
Okay, Mr. Dhoot, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining in on the show and giving us more perspective into your various